Cool!
Wow.
New Fender pedals.
It's let's see if we can talk about like a horror movie. It's Fender pedals, the next generation, or
This time it's personal. Yeah, it's always or Resurrection.
ooh yeah ooh.
Resurrection.
Yeah,
I mean,
not-
they usually
but-
get this bad.
Yeah, because they didn't die. Because the Fender pedal series is each
And-
time we come out, it's gotten better and better.
And
better.
it's all. That also would mean it ignores all the previous movies.
Right. This is not a remake.
Because it's got the Compugilist.
Oh wait. No.
Reboot.
Yeah, we're not letting that Transformers director get hold of this one. What's his face?
Platinum Dunes.
No, Michael Bay, you're not getting the next batch. So we did a video on the, I guess we'll call it the second batch. We didn't do a video on the first batch, the bins and pelt and.
It had already been done by them.
Yeah, by the time but we did get the second batch in pretty quick, so we did that, and now we got our third batch.
And probably my favorite one so far, to be honest.
Yeah, it's got some got some cool ones.
A few standouts for sure.
One of my biggest issues was with the delay that they came out with. It had no tap tempo in the first one.
You gotta have that nowadays.
So, of course, they fixed it.
Mm-hmm.
And they came out with something cooler.
I think they got something really cool here and good price point too.
Yeah. Well, where do you want to start, Joe?
Let's just bump it down the line. I would say the Compugilist.
Yeah, we'll start there.
It kind of takes what was already good about the Pugilist distortion and adds one of my favorite things to distortion, compressor. Because it's one thing to have a good crunch tone, but I think a lot of guys want that to just sustain more, and a lot of times they could just add a compressor to it. This kind of solves that problem because it builds it into that pedal. Of course, being that it is a distortion with a compressor, when you hit both on at the same time, it sounds a little bit noisier, but we'll go ahead and hit this guy here. So this is just our distortion. Nice ballsy amp kind of distortion. Of course, when you hit the compressor, then you have a nice singing sustain too.
I need more sustain.
Yeah.
How do I get it? What pedal do I need?
The compressor, and it sounds good when you hit it. There's your sustain. There's your notes.
Compression with distortion, sustain.
Of course, you do. Hopefully, you can probably hear it. It's gonna add a little bit of noise, but no big deal. Moving on though, this
Trapper
sounded really cool.
Well, I really did like the pelt. The felt. That would be a good fuzz name too.
The felt.
I felt the pelt. It was Anyway, but no, it was. I really liked it. It didn't get as much popularity as I thought it would. It was a really cool pedal, but they've upgraded it.
This is cool because this gives you two, and I know yours perked up a lot when we got to the broken sound, which actually has a noise gate built into it to chop it up and give it that spluttery sound. think that's our octave.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing.
Get our other one. There it is. So big.
That's, I mean,
that sounds great.
It's like a fuzz back. Yeah, but I mean, I love it. You got the contour.
It sounds great though. It's massive sounding.
Oh, it is. That is cool.
It's just
really like
everything
it.
kind of just straight up too.
Yeah, nothing special.
And you get 2 fuzzes because I mean, it would be weird if you had 2 fuzzes on your board already.
That's just overkill. Who would ever do that?
Me. But this solves that problem because it gives you 2 different nasty fuzz tones in one. And I do like both. They sound really good. I could do without. But yeah, as long as you know that and you know the control, you never even have to hear it.
You can just dial it in and it does create an effect. I mean, it's some people that
think it's broken.
And then some people use it to create some amazing sounds.
It really does. Yeah, you throw that through. I'm sure if we, just to jump ahead here, let's. What was that? Is that a ghost?
You would think Halloween? That's awesome.
This is what you call a happy accident.
This is definitely an artistic palette. You can get some really cool sounds,
and,
but also some very usable sounds too. But
now the other one we got here, we got the Smolder. Now this is designed for acoustic guitars, and I did try it with an acoustic guitar, and it sounded great. But I think this could have a multi-use, and I don't know if anybody else has thought of this already. This could be a cool direct-in kind of thing. So let's say you're just trying to get that, in the studio, plug straight into the console kind of thing, or sans amp type of deal. I think you could pull that off with this because the idea behind this one was to add a circuit that simulates kind of like plugging a guitar into an amp. So basically, taking the piezo, turning it into a magnetic pickup, plugging the magnetic pickup into an amplifier, and all that kind of stuff is the way they explained it at least. I think they did a good job because this sounds pretty good on just regular electric guitar too.
Yeah, well, I was hearing you play it out there in the shop, and I thought you were playing through like the Compugilist.
I
really did. I didn't think
Bose
it was.
L1
Like,
and
oh no, that's the acoustic. The acoustic idea. Like, wow.
The Taylor guitar, this, and a Bose L1, and it sounded like an amp. So, but just to hear it now, we can hear it with just the. This is just a regular amp. Cleans up nicely like a tube screamer. It's not over the top distortion, but I mean, it's a good gutsy amp drive. That push Marshall sound.
Yeah, it's real clear too. It's not muddy.
It's not muddy at all. It's super clear. So some of us that want way over the top gain are not going to get it, but we're already in Sabbath territory, and this is meant for acoustic guitars.
That's kind of cool. So I guess the idea is if you're playing live, usually an acoustic gig, but you want a song that I'm taking back, like, I'm thinking Nirvana covering David Bowie's
oh yeah, man, that's all in the world or something.
That effect, right?
Yeah,
that can do
if
it.
you're doing an unplugged gig, or if you just want to add something different too. And I will say, as somebody who's experimented with all sorts of different gear, most acoustic electric guitars sound like garbage through any distortion pedal. Oh. This is probably the first one I'll ever say that actually sounds good.
Cool.
And it sounds cool for other applications too. So I'd like to see it used. I want to see people try this in a creative way. Think outside the box, because I know this is meant for your acoustic players, but hey, think about what I said and just maybe
electric guitar direct into an interface or something.
Straight into a console, a board, or even just like, hey, say you're the opposite. Say you just want the, say you're an acoustic guitarist and you just want to pull out an electric for a set.
Yeah.
I think this would do the trick.
Yeah, you don't need to grab your
I tried Strat too, and it worked just fine.
Yeah.
So,
pretty cool. I heard it, and it sounded good. I'm hearing it right now, and it sounds great.
Now, this one's probably my favorite one so far.
Okay, this
is the pour over envelope filter. So those of you not familiar with an envelope filter, they gotta be called the envelope follower, Ottawa, Ottawa, Canada.
Ottawa.
Big in the jam scene. Now you just play that riff for 2 days straight. The way it dynamically reacts to the guitar's pick volume. So it really will the harder you hit it, the more it will squish that sound.
That's one of the biggest things I think people, when they first play an envelope filter, if they don't have touch, they don't have that dynamics. You're not going to get it to do like, how do I make it?
It just cuts off every time I play as hard as I possibly can. I can only get one tone out of this.
Not the right way to use.
But the other cool feature is the drive. 'Cause that really adds a whole nother level. It's getting some neat sounds.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's...
Especially when you turn it up all day. Very cool.
That's cool.
It shreds your eardrums, but hey, man, it's neat. There you have that.
Envelope filter.
Now, this one I'm actually pretty impressed with because I was not really that thrilled with the last MTG.
Yeah.
No offense.
Let's roll the volume down.
Yeah, it was okay, but this one I think sounds a little bit better. It's a little bit more amplified. Boost on too. We got a boost as well that we can adjust with level and the boost level. Which I'd probably use just for me. Not bad. Not bad at all. Getting a lot of noise from our daisy chain and all our lights there, but I assure you that is just that.
And we will fix that in the future. That won't be an issue.
Yeah, power conversion.
We're gonna go uber professional and not run a daisy chain one of these days.
But not bad. And that's with everything pretty much at noon. So if it sounds like that, you can really get in there and dig in. And that has a tube in it too.
Yeah, that's the one they did with Agnator, right?
I believe so. Yeah.
So and this is just the follow up, a little different voicing.
So works better. I think the last one had a mid, which this one has a tone. So it's more like your traditional distortion pedal in that respect. But last but not least, we have this guy, which, oh man, is there a lot going on this one. There's a shimmer reverb. There's every form of timing you can think of, from your different quarter note, eighth note, dotted combinations. There's a rate for modulation. 3 different versions of each. A degradation switch, I guess is what you call it, because it
Probably your tape delay, maybe?
Yeah, like the
it probably changes with each type.
So many different things, but like you said, big thing was the tap tempo being in there. I don't know what happened when it did that, but I stopped blinking. That's almost like a hard verb. So. This is actually doing what I like to do anyway, because I don't really use a reverb much, but I'll use a quick delay to simulate the kind of rooms.
Springy, kind of springy.
It is kind
springy.
of in a way. We're just going through the different ones here.
Yeah. So that's is that that's cool. All right.
And the different values here. Let's see what that does when I do that. Yeah, that gives it more of a tape kind of sound. It almost gives it like a reverb kind of.
Any other features you want to talk about on that thing?
Whew. God, there's so many here that you
Yeah.
can switch through. But just bottom line, if you can think of it, it's got it with the different the modulation, with the different variables, the way you can degrade the sound, the subdivisions, the tap tempo. I mean, if this was a pedal by itself, it would be good. And then you add the reverbs, which with the shimmer, I mean, that's like, I'm a sucker for the shimmer myself.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I put it on here because I can't. You have an organist?
Yeah, that does sound very organ-y.
Yeah. So I've had my fun.
Oh yeah.
Actually,
what I love, the price points on these are really good too. I mean, they're not sub $100 or anything, but you're getting some good value on these pedals. They're not the cheapest. They're not the most expensive either.
Yeah, I think 150 is about the starting price for any of these. Up to $299, I think is the.
Yeah.
Which, when you think about what the Flashback X4 went for, when you think about what the old DL4 went for, what the Boss DD500 goes for, it's right in there, and you also get a reverb.
Yeah.
So.
Tap tempo, reverb, and delay. I mean, it's more than enough.
I mean, even the Canyon, the Grand Canyon is in that. I mean, is I think a little bit around that price, and you don't get a dedicated reverb.
Yeah.
So if you're into reverb and delay, this is not a bad choice to start with.
So Joe, question to you: out of these pedals, which one, if you could get one for free, which one would it be? Which one would you
definitely have to be the pour over. That envelope filter is too cool.
That's the winner.
Just of course it's going with the delay and the reverb, but it's like somebody smashed a fuzz and a phaser and a wah pedal in them. Just
yeah.
Damn.
And I think you could dial it in to do just your basic funk stuff.
I haven't even messed with it. This
No.
is just the first setting I came
And
across.
to these spacey, otherworldly things.
That's what I want. I want to get it.
Awesome.
Set your phaser to stun.
Well, there you go. Fender pedals. The next
Generation.
batch.
Resurrection.
Spooky.
This time it's personal. The revenge.
Yes. That means I have to get this video out by October 31st.
Yeah.
Thanks, Joe.
You're welcome.
All right. Well, guys, I'm Rick.
I'm Joe.
Thank you so much for watching Celebrity Pedals. We'll see you next time.
Wow.